A new twist has unfolded in the Sheena Bora murder case with her mortal remains untraceable as mentioned by the CBI. Times Now has exclusively spoken to Indrani Mukherjee, who is the prime accused in the murder case. Here's what she said.
Well, in the sensational Sheena Bora alleged murder case, there have been startling revelations made by prosecution. To talk more on this, we are joined by Indrani Mukherjee herself. Indrani, while we understand that prosecution have been making such revelation which is not going well with anybody. Now, the latest what they are talking is that crucial piece of evidence, 2 bags of skeletal bones are missing. How do you see this?
Actually, nothing in this case surprises me anymore. From the beginning, we've always known, we haven't felt, we've known that this entire case was a bogus case. There was really, I think it was just an attempt to frame me for something which never really happened. And I do not believe it, even for a second, that 2 bags of bones can really vanish from the custody of a premier investigating agency. So my view on this is that these bones really never existed. This is my view.
So you think at first place there was no skeletal bones recovered?
I mean, how can it vanish? Do you really honestly believe that it can vanish? Right? So I mean, it's all very telling, and this is not something, I mean, it's bizarre, and it is unacceptable. After 9 years, at this hour, you come and say that you are going to conduct a trial without the material evidence. I mean, it is just ridiculous. So, and it is unacceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Indrani, if we just see the timeline of this particular case, 12 years to the case, 6.5 years you were behind the bars, yes. 9 years media trial, which is ongoing. How do you see the entire timeline plus the kind of treatment is being done to the case from prosecution's end?
I would look at this as, somebody who has conspired, honestly, with an ulterior motive. I cannot speak for the other accused. I can only speak for myself, but definitely to implicate me in this, because very clearly someone wanted me behind bars. And today, obviously, in the last 4 years, as you have seen how the evidence, prosecution's evidence has crumbled bit by bit, and now today they come and give the shocking statement that they have lost such a crucial piece of evidence. So it is all very telling, and I don't think I need to say anything anymore. I think everybody's questioning the sanctity of this investigation, the way the investigation was conducted by all the investigating agencies, as well as, I think, the motives behind it. And I have never believed from day one that there was any substance to it, but what we have gone through in this process, again, I won't speak for the others, I can only speak for myself. It is unforgivable, it is unacceptable, it is a violation of human rights, and I do believe that more needs to be really looked into. There is much more than what meets the eye, and I need to know who did this to me and for what.
My colleague Shweta joins us on the broadcast. Shweta, the mortal remains of Sheena Bora have been untraceable, after which Indrani Mukherjee expressing her shock over the same. You've spoken to her. She, of course, mentioned that this is absolutely unacceptable.
Well, that's absolutely correct. In fact, if we just see the case, it has still not proved that the mortal remains, which were of humans, was actually of Sheena Bora. That was believed by the forensic of JJ, and then it was later on went to AIMS. But here, what Indrani Mukherjee is claiming that the prosecution did not have any evidence. And since inception, there was no case. The case never existed. And she goes to the extent of saying that Sheena was alive till September 2012. So here she has said that she was in contact with Rahul Mukherjee, but here very clearly, while talking exclusively to Times Network, Indrani Mukherjee has stated that she is still searching for Sheena Bora. Since the time she has come out, she is picking up all the information, she is gathering the information, what she can get through Sheena Bora, and here what will lead her to get to Sheena Bora, and here what we also see, the kind of interview what she has given us, very clearly she is stating that the prosecution is weakening its own case day by day. The prosecution is falling as the kind of losing of evidences is going on by the prosecution. They never had any kind of substantial evidences to prove the case against Indrani Mukherjee. Remember, she is the prime accused since 6.5 years. She was behind the bars. Now when she is out, the prosecution seems to lose the crucial evidence.
Okay, so the case has met a major roadblock, key piece of evidence now untraceable. That's what the agencies have told. Thank you for joining us with those details. We're slipping into a short break here on that point.